my side. I made my own clouds, flew by my pride. The ship falls away, night turns to day. Remember why? Fire consumes, ashes remain. Cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe, cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe. Cannot breathe. Cannot see. Cannot look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between. I cannot breathe, I can't see, I can't look in between.
Jag kan inte andas när jag ser hur det går iväg. Jag kan inte andas när jag ser hur det går iväg. Går iväg.
I cannot breathe,
Jag kan
cannot see,
inte
cannot breathe.
andas när jag
Spic Span Show!
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. You should have seen what was happening behind the scenes right
It
here.
was like what is it, Cat in the Hat? When
Although-
thing one and thing two.
Yeah. Although we want to say perfect timing, but it is
Yeah, we are late.
4:04. So, perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome everybody to another amazing episode. Air horn for that. Episode 57. We're rolling strong, and we've got a great show for you guys. Maybe the best one yet. Like I mentioned in the comments section, go to williampainter.com/Ryan Greenspan. There's a landing page. You enter your email address, and William Painter is going to be picking 5 winners. Grand prize winner is going to win their choice of glasses, along with a signed Ryan Greenspan jersey.
There's some nice quality glasses on there too.
They do, yeah. They're titanium polarized. They're very difficult to break, and they have a killer warranty.
Nice.
So yeah. Also, I got some new emojis in there. We got the Tigerwear emoji still rolling strong. There is a secret emoji in there that's actually, now I'm looking at it, I'm still trying to figure out these emojis. I know that the air horn is very easy to identify. The tiger is kind of blurry, but we all know what it is. Most of the emojis are really difficult to even see what the hell is even going on. He doesn't even have access to the emojis.
Yeah, I can't use them.
I don't know how I give you access, but the Oliver Lang one's a good one. The Alex Fragy, we all know. The Wheel, we all know. That one right there, Dalton Gilbert, is Jacob Carter put it in there. That's a secret emoji that we are going to be talking about possibly on this show, maybe a little bit later. Yeah. Do you know what that is?
It looks like some sort of dynasty
Seal. Yeah. And you can see everybody's got their own special emoji based on how long they've been members of the show. We want to thank you guys very much. And you'll see more emojis that are popping up. Very illegible again. Mo-mojis popping up for the guys that have been with us for 12 months, for 1 year. And I think there's about 4 or 5 of you guys right now, but there's about to be a bunch more rolling over in the next couple of weeks. That'll be adding to the 12-month crew. So
There we go.
4 years out for that one. While we have you guys there, we are over the 1,000 mark on downloads for the podcast.
Wow.
Yeah, well over
There we
1,000
go.
actually. We hit 1,000, like 1,050 last week.
Okay.
So we've got to be at least at like 1,055 or 57 by that rate.
Stepping up in the podcast.
Stepping
game.
up in the podcast game.
You know who's speaking of podcasts that I listened to the other night, because I've just had a lot of time phoning headbands, sending them out to you guys. But Nick Lavalle's most recent one is really good.
Oh, is it?
They got into some really good, deep conversation. Some conspiracy theories, but some just like, I get it a lot because Nick's on my team, but he's like one of the most intelligent and wise people that I know. And you like talking to Nick.
I
You always
love
tell me
talking to
that.
Nick, yeah.
His perspective on life is just incredible, and it's very like soothing almost for people. So he has a great perspective. I'd definitely go check that out because it was a really good one.
Yeah, I like his demeanor and the way he delivers a lot of the stuff is very, very digestible as well. I mean, he does talk quite. He's really good at talking. He does talk quite a lot.
Yeah.
And really wants to make sure that he hammers the point home. Again, I'm on borrowed time. It seems like every minute of the day.
Yeah.
As you guys saw, didn't see behind this was the circus of the family going out the door to go to the park because even getting this much time is tough, which actually is interesting because that's one of the things I did want to talk about a little bit. We're gonna have a special guest on here, guys. There isn't I mean, we're not gonna give it away exactly who it is, but there are some Easter eggs in the emoji section and directly behind us as to who it may be. But
it's probably almost just as easy to guess as what the password was to Tigerwear.
that's right,
I mean,
Tiger King.
Tiger King.
Yeah.
It's not the password anymore, but
And so with that being said, we do have a special guest, and one of the things, because I was just at Paintball Explosion, at the Clowns vs. Zombies game. It was epic. I played on both sides, so technically I won. But everybody's technically a winner out there. And I was talking to Wolf, because Wolf's wasn't there last year. He was one of my favorite guys all around. He's really funny.
if you don't follow Wolf too, go follow, because it's just pure entertainment always.
It is, and we were actually talking about it specifically because he's on TikTok, which I refuse to join.
Yeah.
You're not on TikTok,
No.
are you? No. I just can't do it. Like, I can't do it. But he's on it.
I do I will say I just don't have enough time, but I do like Meter sends me he sends me TikTok videos, but they're not like silly ones. Like they're good. There's good stuff on there.
There are really good creations, and I've just started. If you guys have noticed, I just started doing the reels a little bit more, which is just kind of me slightly caving into it because I just like pictures. Just let me show you a picture. Let me try to do an edgy, like cool comment. A lot of times I fail at that, but that's, I guess, maybe me being old also. I just don't like the videos. I'm not going to do a choreographed dance. We did do that one Harlem Shake video for Dynasty, which was embarrassing, but I had to do it.
That one was sweet.
That was pretty sweet. That was pretty sweet. Yeah. But content creation has become increasingly more difficult to capture audience's attention span. Obviously, present company excluded because you guys tune in.
Is that an Easter egg?
What
you're talking about right now?
Kind of, maybe.
Kind of a clue.
Kind of a clue to what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right? You know, and it's like a handful of you guys, a very small handful of you guys asked me why I stopped doing my travel videos. Why don't I post them? There's a lot of curation, a lot of time and effort that goes into it. Obviously, like I said, borrowed time now. But creating a digestible, great product for you guys to see and enjoy, and something that I'm proud of making as well, is something that's really difficult. And then that coupled with kids' attention spans these days, because of TikTok is like a 30-second video. And they look at it and go, swipe, 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 swipe. Like, it's so hard to like just capture you.
Yeah.
And, my mushy brain is just really running out of great ideas to do that are really captivating for a lot of you guys. Shout out to Alpha Dog, by the way. And that is a direct result right there. We only have one sound. We've had one sound effect for a year. We can't even get over that hump. So,
But you do a pretty
yeah.
good job,
yeah, thank
I
you.
mean, I was talking to Ryan on the phone today about our guests, and I was like, there's not many people that can do what you guys do. So and still, play as well as
Focus
you do,
on that,
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, and Jackson Frey's got one too, and that's kind of the grind that we've got to get on. So, yeah. Oh, Jonas had a question. Oh, the trip to Chicago was good. It was easy. I don't want. I had like there was a very flight attendant that had a thing. He wanted to get me.
About mass.
Yeah, so I was
'cause
sitting.
it was
So I was
like-
sitting. No, I was eating.
Oh.
So my flight was at 9 a.m. So I went to the lounge and I got like a bowl, like a thing of cereal, like one of those like little, you pull the top off.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Special K. I really like eating Special K.
Yeah.
And I didn't eat it with milk because it's just I was eating it like chips and I didn't want to make a sloppy old mess. Even
Yeah.
though eating them that small, I just spilled them all over myself.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm actively eating, and mind you, I've flown 85,000 miles this year alone. Not to mention the other 2.9 million miles that I've flown through my career in the air. But I was eating. Mask was around my ear. I guess I could have taken it all the way off. I could have had it dangling under my chin. I don't know what the protocol is for how directly you have to wear your mask while you're eating, but apparently I was told multiple times exactly how I was supposed to wear my mask while I was eating.
Wait, like here?
No, so I just had it, like I took
No, I
one
know,
ear
but-
off.
but
Yeah,
it's-
so he's like, you need to keep it under your chin while you're eating. And I go,
But isn't that...
what's the point?
But doesn't that... I thought that they say that's actually not good because this is not usually protected. So what you're doing is you're pulling the mask down into an area that could
Dirty.
have...
Yeah, it's
they could be
dirty. Yeah,
area.
remember when we did the game
Yeah.
show? They're like, if you have to sneeze or you have to do anything, take your mask completely
Completely
off.
off, yeah.
Don't have it under your neck
Yeah.
because there's could be like germs and all sorts of crud
Yeah.
right here. So anyway,
So he was just trying to give you a hard time.
well,
maybe.
so I was eating, and then he came over to the aisle to like get the verbal yes or no on whether or not we were okay with taking sitting in the exit seat,
Yeah.
and I was like, yes, and he goes, excuse me, I go, sorry, yes, and he goes, put your mask on. I go, oh, I put my mask on. I like had chips in my hand,
Yeah.
like cereal in my hand. I go, yes, and he goes, make sure your mask is on. I go, sorry, I was eating. I thought we were allowed to eat.
Yeah.
And I kind of was like, okay, and we haven't even taken off yet. We're sitting in the runway, and I have like half of the little jar of cereal thing. So I was reading a National Geographic, so I had some on the page, and
Yeah.
I was just kind of picking them up and eating them. And I wasn't like trying to be a jerk, like I'm gonna eat slowly so I can
Yeah.
keep my mask off because
Yeah.
I'm all for. I don't care. The mask doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I'm fine with wearing a mask. It's not an issue. And so he comes up and goes, "Put your mask on," and I go, "I'm eating."
Yeah.
And he goes, "You need to put the food in your mouth and then put the mask over your mouth
They
and then
don't-
chew." Yes,
Yeah.
that's what he said to me. And I go, "I don't think so." And he goes, "And by the way, you need to have it on both of your ears." And I go, "What are you talking about?" And so I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. But then I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, dude, this is crazy. So immediately I sent out a tweet because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what privileged people do when they have a problem in the customer service issue is we don't direct it to anybody.
That
I
person
throw
there,
it in
yeah.
the ether so I can get some of
Yeah.
you guys to get on my side.
Send it to
and
the cloud.
obviously tag American Airlines to get their whole situation
Yeah, their
in it.
input on it.
Anyway, so I was really worried. Yeah, in Vegas Venom, you're kind of right there, except I also really wanted to get to my destination and be able to fly in the future. So
Yeah.
I decided to hold my tongue a couple of times. But then he like walked by a couple other times, and I'm like, shit, I gotta fucking put my mask up while I'm trying to eat. It was crazy.
I actually, I forgot, one of the last, I think it was Philly. I was flying, Marcelo and I happened to be on the same flight, and I had an attendant come up, and I don't ever wear the seatbelt, like, fully strapped down. Like, I had it up a little bit, and she's like, you need to put your seatbelt on. I was like, it's on. And she's like, it needs to be tight. And then she grabs it and pulls it, like, down like this. I mean, and Marcelo's just looking at me, and I'm like, dude, am I tripping? Like, is that a new thing? Like, is that normal? And his wasn't tight like that. It was very odd. I thought that
Yeah,
was,
and say, look, just so JMT, by the way, JMT, you can send us a DM to either one of us, Instagram, Facebook, or send me an email directly if you have any cool stuff you want to get donated. But yeah, he's got a family friend that was banned for a year, no fly list. So I'm not going to jeopardize that. I'm going to bite my tongue complain about him on the back end on the internet, and then get a little vindication there. Hey, Tub of Rock, there he is. Look at that. That right there on Tub of Rock's screen, that is the 1-year medallion.
Look at that.
Dude, it's pretty regal.
From over here, it looks like a orangutan going like this.
It is. It actually is an orangutan.
Is
It's an
it?
orangutan holding both of our heads in his hand.
okay,
No,
okay.
I wish it was. That's pretty cool.
I was like,
I will change it
over
to
here.
that though.
Yeah.
And that orangutan, like
Yeah.
in the future, holding both of our heads up, like we're gods, or he just beheaded us. Yeah, Jose. Imagine seeing a video of Ryan getting thrown off a plane. Yeah, they duct taped me to the seat because I was eating chips, and then I got really mad.
A while ago, remember I put your face on the guy who was laying on the ground and I
Yeah.
had to drag him down the aisle.
Yeah, that was good. Oh, Randall. So let's talk about this. So Randall says that his Tigerwear just arrived this morning, but he's still at work. So tell us about the shipping process. Packaged with love and care.
Yeah.
By the way.
So I went into. It's been a crazy last 10 days. Probably the craziest work type schedule I've had ever in my life. Going from the lead up, then into WCPPL where I coach 4 or 5 teams usually, and then we did the drop on Tuesday. So I went from Riverside to Los Angeles to get some of the launch ready, and I came down here for the show Tuesday. Then I had to drive back to LA on Wednesday, and I've been in LA since. I just got home a few hours ago, and basically just because of how much work we put into the packaging and the hang tags and the cardstock, and there's authentication cards and signing each one, and literally going through each headband and making sure there was no flaws and that every one of you guys is getting something that that Mouse or I would want to purchase, making sure it was perfect and held to a high standard. So that was just extremely time consuming, not on top of the emails. And actually that I would love to go into that. That's the best part of this story. So the issue that happened when we launched here on the show last week is that I had Shopify in test mode because I was making sure that the checkout process worked. And that basically, Shopify gives you a fake credit card and you put it in and it takes the inventory out. It sends me an email. It does all the processes like a regular checkout, except that it doesn't actually charge the card. So what happened, and I remember a lot of you guys were like, my payment isn't going through. My payment isn't going through. And then a bunch of people were like, it worked. So basically, while it was in test mode, I caught it. But as I caught it, there was already 153 orders that had went through in test mode. I contacted Shopify, and they basically said anything that was processed in test mode, it might have charged the customer, but you will not realize that money. So people were, a lot of you guys out there, I was looking at the transactions, you tried the card 5 times, and then it just force pushed it through and charged their card. We didn't realize that on our side, and it took the inventory. So it was a huge mess. And then basically, I didn't want to, there was 2 things that could have been done. I could have just refunded everyone, called it a wash, and said we're gonna do a re-release the headbands, and it's gonna be another free-for-all. But I thought for myself, if I was one of the first people, if I was on this show, if I was figuring out the clues to be one of the first people to get it, I wouldn't want to have to go back in and then maybe miss out on that. So I decided to honor that, but because of that, there was a really complex situation that presented itself. And what happened is, originally I closed down the site, and I was just going to refund all those and then give everyone a password to go back into the site and buy. Some people were going back into the site and buying the more exclusive headband that they didn't originally buy, that they weren't able to get during that. So I had to recancel those, and then I had to individually go through every single person's transaction, make sure that I refunded them, duplicate that exact order, and send the invoice out. A lot of those invoices went to people's spam folder, or they never received it or they didn't look at their email. So then I pretty much went back out to a lot of you guys through Instagram, Facebook, sending out more emails and saying, hey, I don't know if you saw, or I would wait till they emailed me and said, hey, my order got refunded. I'm like, well, you have a new invoice. It's a duplicate. And so that was probably, that night after lunch, I was supposed to go to class. I didn't go to class because I had to stay home, and I was up till 4 a.m. that night, then got back up at 10 and worked till 4 on this situation. And then I'd still, I've been trying to make sure that, I talk to every single one of you guys, whether it's on my phone or through email, just because I feel bad that happened. It was a huge mess, and I don't want, you guys to have a bad perspective, but it's what happened. And it's funny, I actually went into some of the Facebook threads, and I hadn't up until like 2 days ago, and I saw somebody was like, I bought a headband and they switched my order. There was like a couple people, and then I looked into it and I was like, that's not what happened. I promise that didn't happen. So there was just, I'm trying to just make sure if there's any issues.
Did the people that were complaining actually place an order, or were they just saying that?
No, they placed an order.
Okay.
So the Obsidian headband sold out immediately. The Olympus headband didn't sell as fast. There was more quantity of the Olympus one. So that was the more sought after headband, and that there wasn't a lot of those issues. And then I had people from international banks that were taking a while to refund. And then, it was quite a mess. And then so every single day this week, because I've been doing this and my school, my sleep schedule has been go to sleep at 4 a.m. and wake up at 10. And it's just all day.
So you're welcome. Each headband is packaged with love and sweat and actually tears, it sounds like, as well.
Yeah, and I know you guys have been awesome too, and super patient with this, and sending me like really kind, heartfelt messages, like, we appreciate what you're doing. But also too, I gotta give, Mouse really impressed me, because he was going to work. He works an office job, 9 to 5. He would go to work, and then he'd drive to LA. He already drives an hour to work, and then he'd drive another hour to LA, and he'd work with me from about 9 to 2 a.m. And then he'd drive another hour home. So he was probably getting home at 3:30, and then he would go to bed and then do the same thing the next day for like 3 days. So it was
So when you guys get your Tigerwear headband, well, actually the real question is, so where do we go from here? Like, what's next?
We're already in the works.
Okay.
I don't want to give too much away, but something pretty cool that I'll tell you guys first is our plan is to you're never gonna know. We're never gonna tell you guys what the inventory count is. We're always gonna keep that a secret.
Yeah,
forever.
I like that.
And something I've been thinking about, I want to do is actually, if you purchase a headband, you're going to get a code, and it's a one-time use code for the owner of the headband. And I want to make basically a publicly controlled database on the site. So if you want, you can go upload your inventory, and it's basically like a puzzle to see if you can figure out how many headbands there are. So that's one of the next projects I have in mind to add. Because I think that's kind of fun for everyone to see if they can figure out how many there is.
So Michael Cruz did message. Well, actually, Bobby Kramer, Derek Weagle. I'm going up the list here. Shout out to Derek. Thank you, my man. Air horn for you. So a couple questions real quick. When can they access and browse the site? So is the site still active and working?
No. So I'm waiting. I mean, if any of you guys had a canceled order. You do have an invoice, so go maybe sift through this.
So
spam.
if someone processed an order on that day or that evening,
and it got refunded,
they'll have an invoice somewhere.
That's
in their
why
spam
I have
folder.
the site closed. I'm still waiting on 20 people, but an email is going out here shortly with 24 hours because everyone should have their refund by now. and I'm gonna open the site back up. But I also want to add some things to the site, so it's also something you might be something extra on there. Or...
Austin, if you have not received an invoice,
and that's a
check
thing
the
that
spam folder.
we need to change to. So it is registered under Lamb, who is one of our partners. But I was the one writing all the emails, so that was me.
Mm-hmm.
But I will
guy's
look.
a jerk.
I could look right now and see.
You're about to get a response right now.
Yeah.
If he didn't go back to you, it's not Lamb that was the jerk. It was Kyle was overwhelmed.
Yeah.
with messages.
Typically,
so again,
I didn't. If there was any that I didn't answer back, I might have just missed it, or.
There it is. So this is good news, though. That means he still should have his order held if he hasn't received.
Yeah, everyone that I'm making sure that all you guys are able to still get your headband. I'm not. That's why I have the site closed down.
Yeah, and then Andy had a good question also. If the 20 people, or say 10 of them or 20 of them, all 20 of them go unclaimed for, I don't know, the Spic Span Show has a 2-week window. Mind you, that G2 jacket that I tried to give away last week for the 5th time, there's no address associated with that person's name. So next week we're going to be giving it away again if it doesn't get claimed. So again, if you guys did process an order, and I believe if you guys got a confirmation email about that order, but you did not actually get charged, then Kyle is holding your order. So check your spam, check your.
Yeah, Austin, your headband will be there Thursday.
Austin,
you should have tracking. I see it for your order here.
Oh, there we go.
And
Dalton
it's not
Gilbert.
under your name. I believe it's under a different name.
And
Frederick.
Yeah, so there it is. So the headband is on the way. So yeah, if those 20 go unclaimed, what's the waiver wire looking like on this? Like how long are we gonna hold those? There I go again.
No, I like it. It's
how long are you gonna hold those headbands before you release them back out into the wild, or you do something else with them? I don't know. You can bring in a World Cup if you want.
Yeah,
and then you can sell them at our Field 1 booth.
So I've already created a list. Basically, there's a few people that really wanted the Obsidian one, and I know some of those invoices are for the Obsidian. And I've been creating a list. I think there's about 3 people on there right now, and I'm just gonna go down by who asked for it first.
And then Melissa, or you want to check out Melissa's? Yeah. He'll get to you. So that is what it's like. I know the feeling like when you launch. Like I've done it with email blasts when I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna push send. I know I've edited this thing 15 times. It's always in test mode, and I've sent the email to myself 1,000,000 times, and then all of a sudden you click go, and it's like I did something wrong. So I know what you mean. And shout out in the house right now, Ronnie Diezon. For those of you guys who may or may not have guessed the special guest, it might be Ronnie Diezon, and that might also be him. We said we're gonna call him at 4:30, and it's 4:29. So we're going to get Ronnie Diezon on the phone here. And if you guys, all you members in there, I believe there's a little Diezon custom emoji. Let's see. Where is he? Well, at least I made one. Oh, yeah. It's the Diezon Docs emoji. Again, a very, very illegible emoji because of the amount of the amount of space that we have to work with. But it is Diezon holding up a Diezon Docs shirt. Again, the detail in these things, because of their size, is not that easy to figure out. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna give him a call. Do you want to grab a book?
Mm-hmm. Or a couple?
Yeah, maybe. It's depending on the size of the book. Let's see here. So we're going here.
Everyone too that's asking that has questions, shoot me a message on Instagram and I will answer it right here. I don't want to spend the whole time for our show helping you guys right here when I can do it after.
I mean, we want to help you guys, but
It's not that we want.
it's not that we
can't
don't
take
want to. We just
can't
gotta.
take it
We
away.
got. You know, we've
I'm
got.
taking away from Ryan's time here.
So today we've got the surfing book again, another home book, and the Ellen DeGeneres book of home. There he is.
Hello.
Hold on. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Let me mute your guys.
Yeah, that's a good call. Sometimes we don't do that.
Okay.
So welcome to the show, Ronnie Diezon. I've been wanting to have you on the show for a while, actually, and talk to you all sorts about what you got going on. And
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. This is
Yeah,
sweet.
thanks for
Absolutely.
coming on last notice.
yeah,
Yeah.
Late
for real.
notice.
I know. I was like drilling holes in a wall, and I was like, yeah, I could put this down for a minute.
yeah, good. Well, thank you very much. So what are you doing right now?
So right now I just moved from like a different apartment. So like during the Chicago event, like literally right after the Sunday of, I drove straight back and like was still in that process of a move. And I kind of, because Fedorov stayed after for another week, so he was like, I guess I'll just help you. So it was nice having his hand. So we just moved all of our stuff like right after the event. So, and then right after that, I went to Yaya's wedding, so I haven't stopped.
Oh, that's right. That looked pretty cool, man. You guys were like in a castle.
Yeah, that was really cool. Definitely one for the books. Pretty luxury.
And I don't think I've ever seen Frank Connell wear anything that is not short-sleeved.
And fitted, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That one was definitely a treat.
I don't
to
think
look
I've ever seen him not wear cargo shorts outside of the paintball field.
Yeah, that was a good treat to look at the whole time.
So that's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
that's also super nice of you to have your friend in town vacationing and then be like, hey, I got to move right now. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, I told him, like, you could stay in a hotel or do whatever you want. And he's like, well, I really don't have anything to do here. I'm like, all right.
That's cool.
Sure, why not? Help me.
One thing, and one of the reasons I've actually, it's funny because this episode I just kind of titled we're all in this together, and then kind of power of boosting people. But one of the things that I wrote in the description is like captive, like just content creation. I think is a huge thing in our game that I think a lot of people are lacking in. I mean, if you look at like the size of the sport compared to the amount or lack thereof of content creation that's out. I know that a lot of people are doing it, but you're doing a fantastic job, obviously, with staying
Thanks.
on a schedule and giving people digestible content that's entertaining and keeps people keeps people's attention. So,
Sure, yeah.
Do you have TikTok?
I do have TikTok, but it's kind of flooded with, like, different types of content.
Mm-hmm.
Not really as much paintball as I'd like, but, like, that's the reason why this move is huge, because I kind of created, like, a workspace where I could just kind of flow, like, more frequently, and then actually, like, put in enough, like, time. Because before, my workspace was in my living room. I lived in, like, a one-bedroom, and, like, it was in my living room. So, like, my girlfriend and I lived together, so, like, having to do work, and I'm, like, how our hours are. It's just, like, you work whenever you really want to put it in, and, like, when she gets home from work, it's, like, it was hard for her to relax. So, for me to have an actual room this time and a wall, so I could just, like, lock in, I really want to attack TikTok more. But, yeah, like you said, like, that's huge content creation, and I preached it so many times. So many people, that's why I'm glad you guys are doing this. Like, so many people on every professional team. There's a lot of eyes on those players, but, like, I mean, you could count on your hand how many people are actually going in.
Sure.
So it's like, if those guys actually want to help grow the sport, this is huge, and you guys have really bridged the gap between, like, having a live show every week, which is, like, your consistency, and, like, I want to give you guys props for doing this because this is really cool,
Thank you.
Like,
Appreciate it.
Yeah. And another thing, like, what people don't understand, and this is why, like, I love what you're. I mean, obviously, the Play the Game podcast is good. It's flow, but, like, we're doing a live show, but I don't think that people can appreciate the amount of. I know that you're probably a magician at the editing and the content creation and all this. But
I'm just
my
okay.
eyes, like, if I had to like keep watching myself over and over, and then, like, the editing part of it, my eyes and my brain just starts to melt because I'm like, oh god, I got to find, like, a good clip. I know it was in here somewhere.
Yeah.
So big props to you for doing that part of thing. Like, tell me, just give us, I guess, a little run through on when you're doing your Diezon docs. Like, what exactly is the process?
I think the big thing is just finding the story within,
Yeah.
the clips you have, right? And you've probably heard that before, but I guess, like, a huge vlogger, Casey Neistat, if you guys watch vlogs or whoever knows the vlog scene, like, that was a huge inspiration to me because he he dedicated 365 days to vlogging every day, and then actually found a story within his day. So if he could find a story within his day, there's no chance that every player in the sport, with the 2 weekends that we have, there's like a even deeper story than you practicing the layout. It could have been like a little argument you had with one of your teammates, or it could be like, hey, you guys were on fire that day, or you guys couldn't decide where to eat, and then next thing you know, everyone just went separate ways. Whatever it may be, like, that's what's the interesting part, and like what I really wanted to document was like, okay, like you could watch Ghost Sports, you could watch, the highlight reels, but like to be able to like dive deeper and be like, okay, what did he do from like when he woke up to like when he went to bed, like that day, the day the layout got released or something like that, So that's where I kind of want to do it. I'm actually behind on a lot of them, which is I'm actually super hyped to get cracked down. Like I've been itching to edit, but just been a whirlwind. So
that's. Do you ever have like a plan? Like, okay, when I see the guys for the World Cup, like these are the kind of the shot. Well, you already kind of know the shots, but you're like, I want to do something kind of cool, or like I want to kind of create a story.
Yeah, I mean, I think the one thing is like I let it flow because I think there's something will come of it. But like when I first started vlogging, the Heat guys were just like, I don't want to like say hating on it, but they were just like, put the camera away.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, like, like, everyone was just like, is he do this all the time? And it's like, at first I was kind of like, and this is for everybody out there who's kind of like scared if their friends are going to judge them. It's like, a year or two later, next thing you know, they were like, oh, we should do this on the Diezon now. Do this. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, a year ago, you guys were like, get the camera out of my face. So,
yeah, you should have seen our guys when Instagram was kind of when I was Instagramming everything. Oliver was just a big hater, and Alex.
Yeah.
And every time I try to do a video or anything, you see Alex will walk around in the background and just start shooting the ground and be like, "Oh!"
Yeah.
He ruins all the fun, actually.
That's actually really funny. But like that's funny you bring that up because when Instagram started popping off, is kind of when that was like when you came to play on Heat for that one season, and everything started to pop off. But like, that was like the early years, and like that's when everyone, like you said, was like kind of against it. But then look at it now, like everybody's on it, right? Mm-hmm. So it was just like getting that past that fear of like, okay, like, do I really want to deal with the guys judging me today about this? It's like, well, you know what? I don't have a choice because I'm committing to it. So, but yeah, no, like you said, like the story, I think I just kind of let it flow, and then maybe I'll have plans for that day, like, hey, I want to shoot like a little skit or something. Yeah. But for the most part, it's like kind of just flowing.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. Even when I did that month-long trip to a couple countries and went to Bali, I brought a GoPro and I filmed a bunch, and I got back and I started editing a video, and I got to like 11, 12 minutes of the video time, not the time spent in it, and I was just so drained, and that has sat on my computer. I mean, I don't know, that was 2018, I guess. And it's slowing my computer down that the other day I deleted it. I'm like, this is stressing me out. I'm always gonna think of it. I just gotta delete it. I have the videos, but I understand how and I give a lot of respect to you and Ryan for doing that, because it is extremely tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Ryan can relate. It's just like you start to edit those, like he said, your eyes start to melt because you're like, okay, I've seen the same clip like 9 times and I'm trying to get the timing right. And then like it's like there's no way around it but to just go straight at it, So I mean,
and then the struggle a lot of times for me, especially, is like when I was doing those travel videos, is like a couple of struggles, but I would want to have this story. I'd have the story in my mind, and then when I'm looking at the pieces and there was no narrative, I'm like, this doesn't fit what I was trying to do, and the next thing you know, I'm like, just slap some damn music over the top of it, and and then I'm just gonna push it through, and you're like,
I definitely can relate to that. Sometimes it's like, you know what, just fast forward this. So there's definitely little shortcuts, but
so that's
there are some times where I try to like merge too many days together into one, and it just turns into a shit show. I mean, like, I'll be honest, my last, like, the Philly vlog that we did when we won, like, it's probably one of our worst ones because we were just so busy with stuff and I didn't really vlog. So it was just like, here's this, here's that. This was us in the car. Okay, here's a clip of us playing. Done. We won. Like, it was and not what I envisioned at all.
And yours is great, though, because it shows the guys on the team, and it has paintball. It's like a perfect mix of everything, right?
I think the thing the Impact series was doing, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, that was cool, and it was really awesome and professionally edited, right? And like obviously I wanted to do like a more like not like shitty edit, but it was just like here's
Casual,
my
like a
here's
casual.
my Costco version of the Impact series.
I like
you know?
it.
So yeah, for sure.
So what else? So is that just what you're mainly doing right now? Is paintball and then the vlogging, editing? Or do you have any other things going on that you're doing a lot?
I mean, I've been kind of doing a lot of clinics locally, and then like traveling. So that's been something that I've been kind of gas pedaled on more this year. So I mean, obviously you guys are veterans in that, especially Ryan. Ryan, weren't you just here in Chicago?
Yeah, I was just out at Paintball Explosion for the Clowns vs. Zombies game every year. I'm
Yeah.
there.
You know, it's funny. I don't know. Did you meet a guy with a black Dynasty shocker, all black?
Not a black Dynasty shocker, but there was a guy out there on Saturday that had a black shocker. And his velocity, he couldn't get his velocity down. And we were on the field, and the ref's like, sorry, dude, you can't play. And I like muscled a wrench in there to the side, because the shockers have like the 530, like a massive Allen
Yeah,
thing.
they're huge.
I only had the one to adjust my gun, so I just turned his air off and cranked it to the side and kind of stripped it out a little bit, but we got it down.
Oh, nice. Well, real quick, some guy, he actually is one of my buddies from like, I don't know, like 2012, but he hit me up and he's like, hey, like I had like a bunch of old shocker inserts. He's like, hey, like I'm going to the Clowns vs. Zombies thing. Can I stop by? And it was the morning, like that Sunday morning. And he came by and he like picked up the shocker inserts and he's like, dude, check this out. And it was like an all black Dynasty shocker.
No
Like
way.
you should definitely show that to Ryan. He's gonna appreciate that. And he's like, oh yeah, that's right. Ryan's gonna be there. I'm so stoked. So I don't know if he like.
Oh man, no, I would have been I would have been stoked on that.
Right.
Yeah.
To see that an all black Dynasty shocker. Was it the waffle one or was it just the other one?
No, the OG.
The
Like
OG.
2005.
Okay, the OG. I know exactly what you're talking about then.
Yeah, the 2005 one.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were we going with that? We were going somewhere. Sorry, I went on a tangent.
No, I don't know actually. I like it though.
What else is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the question.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, I mean, besides that, I'm kind of into like the Twitch streaming with like video games, but that's like a different topic.
Yeah, someone just mentioned that, and I've seen you do that a lot. Is that?
Yeah. Well, what's cool is like I actually there's this guy. His name's Hitch. He's part of the company OPKIX Gaming. It's like a huge gaming company. He was like videographer of the year for like the entire gaming scene. He hosted like a tournament, and he like reached out to me one day, and I actually like competed in it with like a bunch of like professional Call of Duty players. And I was like, this is like a completely different world. This was like crazy. So to step into that world and like people like Dr. Disrespect and people were in like the tournament, I was like, this is insane. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like the kid in like, watching the professional paintball, so.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, not to go too much off topic here, but I've been messing with NFTs a little bit, and I've been watching how like between gaming and like cryptocurrencies are also merging into like this whole big new platform too, which is pretty wild to see.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, are they like taking things and making them into NFTs from the gaming scene?
Yeah, well, so a lot of what it looks like it's going towards this way is that like some of these games where you collect assets basically to make your player profile or character stronger.
Sure.
You're doing it in the game, but just like I guess you could use Call of Duty as an example. Like you can buy those packages of whatever the guns or skins or whatnot. But now they're kind of hybriding those NFTs in there so that you can basically buy different assets with cryptocurrency. So to level up your character or whatever it may be, or make your player stronger. So
You're gonna have to call me off the stream.
yeah, I will. I'll, but it's pretty wild. I think that's going to be big at some point. And gaming's not going anywhere. So
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, about that. Besides that, and getting ready for World Cup. I mean, that's
nice.
Who you guys practicing?
that's a good question. I thank you for asking. I should probably figure that out. I know it's somewhere in our group chat, but then it just gets flooded with like memes and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Group chats are really good for sharing important information.
Super important.
Yeah,
Most
especially.
important.
Yeah. You get a lot done really creatively.
Yeah, I think we're going to Orlando like the weekend before.
Yeah, and I think you guys are doing what's that one big field, the Outlaw Field, maybe? In Indiana or something, maybe?
Trade my gun? I don't think we're going there.
No? I feel like you guys invited us out there.
That's like I said, important information.
I don't know. I swear you guys wanted us to come out to like someplace, and it was not California. It wasn't Florida.
Maybe like Revo's Field?
No, it wasn't way up there.
Maybe. I actually don't know.
Okay. Well, anyway, cool. Sounds like fun. Hey.
Yeah, it'll be a great time.
What do you say?
So I had a question. How hard is the balance of, staying on top of the vlogging and also focusing on playing itself and the dedication that goes into that? Because that's got to be, I even know just managing my Instagram and being proactive on posting social media stuff. So I can't even imagine, I kind of touched on that at the beginning. Like, I have a huge amount of respect for what you guys are doing. Like you, Ryan, Marcelo, to be able to do both is pretty difficult.
Yeah. So I think in the beginning, like when I first started doing it and like went hard at it, like 2016, 17, it was like so new that it was like I was so excited to get back from practice and start editing, right? And then, as the years go by, you're just kind of like, you want to enjoy the time with the guys and the team. I'd love to vlog everything that we did, but like sometimes it was nice to put it down and relax. But I think more lately, it's been a lot more difficult to balance those things because of just, I guess, aging, just learning to enjoy the moment sometimes a little bit better. So I think Instagram's huge in that because you can just do it really quick and be done. But like with the vlogs, it's like I got to sit down and be away from everybody. You can't just sit there while everyone's hanging out and then edit while they're, all hanging out because I won't get anything done. So just got to find that other, second drive to like stay up that extra hour and just kind of crank out all the editing, So
Sure.
It's, like you said, it's difficult. It's not easy. Not as easy as it used to be because I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, you have to at least, once you get to a standard, I feel like there's pressure. There is outside pressure, but we're competitive people. We're playing professional paintball here. We're going to be competitive against ourselves too, to where you want to uphold a standard that you've created. Mm-hmm. And
correct. So that's a good point. I tried to do at one point I tried to upload like every single day, and like after 5 days, I was like, damn, that was sick. Damn, the growth's awesome. Damn, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And then I tried to do the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and like I said, like that was even difficult in terms of things. So it's like, it's just, at this point, I'm like, when I upload, I'm going to upload. And it's just the way it is for now, And I've tried to bring on some people to help edit, but then they'll edit it, and it's just like...
Yeah.
Well, then it can be sometimes more work for you, because then you're like, well, I got to go back and...
Yeah, you got to go in there and watch it, and then,
if you want to change...
Things, yeah. Like Ryan, like you said earlier about like the envisioning what you really wanted it to look like. It kind of ruins it.
Right. And I mean, and props, like you mentioned Casey Neistat earlier, like props to him for being able to do on such a schedule. But like once you once you get into the rhythm and you have your thing, like every single one of his videos is like, there's a hook in there somewhere, but it all is him just either running or skateboarding through Manhattan with a ton of B-roll for like 30% of his videos. So he's got like, and so once you do that, it's plug and play. Like exactly what you're going to capture. But when you add the dynamic of 8 other guys to the whole thing, then you're like, I got to capture as much content as possible. It's not like you can plan out what you're going to do.
Right.
And so that's when it becomes a lot more difficult. And then if you're highly critical of yourself and everything that you're doing, and the type of product that you want to release, then you're really really screwing yourself for a lot of that stuff and putting your back against the wall.
That's a good point.
Plus, you're not allowed to have a girlfriend. You can't have a girlfriend. You can't have an animal, and you can't have kids for sure. It's just got to be you filming, creating content, and then locking yourself in a closet to edit that stuff.
Pretty much. I mean, like you said, like imagine. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if paintball wasn't in the scene, I could probably like see the full time. I'm going home to edit. That's my job, But it's like we also have to perform.
Yeah.
So what's more important, me getting great sleep or me finishing this vlog? Well, the great sleep's definitely gonna outweigh that. So
Yeah, and I'm not doing vlogging, but when even something small is like doing a really short school assignment at a tournament, like it just takes away. And I've even told my parents when they come to the event, I'm like, I would really just like, I'm not trying to be rude, but or people just like even texting, like you want to be able to have full like brain capacity there, because it is
not there.
Mentally demanding as well. And like those times when you get to go back to the hotel, like it's not like when you're just home on a regular day.
No, yeah, that's true. I mean, you have your routine after like every day of the tournament and stuff, and once that gets kind of out of whack, you're just like, no, like this is too much.
Yeah.
So
we appreciate what you're doing. I think a lot of people need more of that.
And like I said, like this, the fact that you guys are so consistent. I mean, which on episode was this 57?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your guys' consistency is seriously bar none. So I applaud you guys on that. And the community you guys are growing is awesome. I like to see the chat flowing. It's really good to see it not being stagnant, especially when Alex is in there just talking shit to everyone.
Yeah. Alex is always a good one to have an ace in our sleeve. He's actually on our banner as well. We've got hidden images of him all over our banner, just to make sure it's like the Spic and Span and Fragi, kind of like he's there. He's the guy. He's that guy in the what is it, Late Show or something, who just sits on the mic in the corner and just like makes funny on Conan.
Yeah,
where he's just like,
he's putting in one-liners.
Little one-liners here and there. We give him a call and get him on the.
If you guys ever upgrade the studio, you need to have like a chair just for him off to the side.
Actually, I'm so glad you said that, because I do want to add that. That was one question I had for the end of this. Is if we what do we need to upgrade this situation? I like the cutaway camera idea. And we just anytime Alex is on, we can like have a split screen and just a face of, like we get a face of Alex or something.
Or put this on the screen. Is there any way to do that live?
No, that's actually easy to do. I thought we just
it is.
this. Yeah, I can just that's a plug-in. But how about a camera? Like what do we need here? What do we need to upgrade this whole situation here to make?
Oh man, we could really get crazy with it and make this look really nice. There's a guy named HECZ. He does a podcast. I think he does it every week, but he like pre-records them. But all you'd have to do is just transform that into a stream, But if you were to incorporate like one of these cameras, like you have a Sony, I think, right?
Yeah.
If you were to incorporate one of those and maybe like a second angle where you could like get one of these little these things right here called a stream deck, you could flip between like both cameras and be able to like kind of just spice it up in terms of like the actual video production of it.
Yeah, I mean, I have a production studio. What is this? OBS studio. So I can add little plugins and I can add cameras. Where you just stiff this camera somewhere on a tripod and just plug that.
Yeah, I mean, so like what this camera's on here. I'll give you guys a sneak peek because I'm still working on all this crap over here. But like what this camera's on, it was on like a little microphone arm, my phone. But like usually I mount the camera up there. That way it's like free and out of the way. Mm-hmm. And then if you guys can incorporate like a microphone setup and have you guys, kind of just talking into mics, like that would be that would help as far as like like the production quality or the, what I mean?
There we go.
And then just if you guys set that up, like say you guys had a camera in the middle and then you guys had a monitor and then you guys had both of you sitting on the sides of it with mics, that could be sweet. And then when you have a guest, you just pop them up on the monitor or on the screen through OBS,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know why we have this. We liked. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's kind of been like it's building nostalgia.
Yeah, it's like
it's the shrink ray.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And to be honest, if you listen to the audio afterwards, it's not actually that bad.
Yeah.
And we can kind of take you wherever we want, right?
Sure.
If you're just a split screen, we are stuck over there, but maybe we want to be like, oh, well, we gotta, what does Ronnie have to say now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we've got options when you're mobile. So that one we might.
Oh, that's true. You guys are ahead of the curve.
That's right. Where everybody's gonna start going back to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I need to start doing that. I'm just gonna grab a laptop.
Yeah.
And then just put it on here when I'm streaming. You can watch me play from like the camera of the screen.
Exactly.
You could duct tape the laptop to the top of your head.
If you put your face another like 2 feet closer to this, and then we got a third chair. Yeah, there we go. You get a third chair. I disconnect this, and I can just plop your head right here. You know what I mean?
Oh no, you got it figured out.
No, yeah. So I think we're gonna stick with this method for now at least. And I might have actually we might have actually changed some people's minds on how they feel, because some people do feel like this might be just a tad unprofessional. But now that they've heard it from us,
it kind of makes it fun, because it's like, I mean, I'm looking at it now on my screen. I mean, like this is great. Look at this.
Yeah,
look at you.
Yeah.
You're here.
Look at you guys.
And it's like, okay, what if you said something emotional? We're like, hey, man.
You could just slam me out. Like, you could just throw me like behind you if I say something out of line.
If we don't like you, get the hell out of here.
You know what? Yeah, we're having you're off the show.
We actually had Oliver on here, and he stayed on for I don't know, hour 45 minutes, 2 hours.
3 hours.
But he had never watched our show. He didn't know how it worked, and he basically thought we were just on the phone. And so he couldn't see what was going on. So he
could see this view. He had this view, and he's like, "What are we looking at?"
Yeah, but he didn't see like any of the comments, and he didn't see.
I gotta
YouTube.
go back and watch that one.
It's good, and he's saying something like, "Hey, Oliver, like there's a bunch of people watching." You know?
Definitely listen to that one. That one's a really good. Or watch it, because then at one point he goes, "Wait, they can see me?" And we're like, "Yeah," like an hour in, we're like, "Yeah, dude." He's like, "I would have done my hair."
Yeah.
Dude, that's so funny. I'm gonna have to take a look at that one. Dude, I remember I was in the stream when you guys found the name Spic Span Show, and it was genius.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really pleased.
Instantly, yeah.
I was like sitting there, and like you guys asked it, and I saw somebody say it. I'm like, I was gonna call you guys. I'm like,
that's the one.
Yeah.
Kyle was like, "Oh man,
I didn't really like it.
I don't like it, but it looks like it makes sense." Yeah. So
it definitely clicked, and you guys are flowing with it. So episode 57 in, like we're rocking.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
So I know you gotta go, because that's just disconnected and reconnected. Okay. Speaking of OBS.
Yeah, it's lagging. It's coming back.
And hold on.
back.
Excellent connection.
There we
We're
go.
back.
Right.
Okay. So when you guys, speaking of Philly, when you guys won Philly, Marky and HK were so nice enough when I asked for a bunch of prizes to send out to everybody that Marky, I don't know if you guys got any Dynasty barrel condoms after we won the last event, but I've got 2 Houston Heat barrel condoms, because Marky thought it'd be really funny. After you guys, I didn't know what to do with them, because I couldn't rightfully send them out to people as a thank you for, amongst the Dynasty. One guy gets a Dynasty, and one gets a Houston Heat. So anyway, I didn't throw them away, because I'm not going to throw stuff away. No. You are now on the show, and you are now the gatekeeper. So what I want you to do is go through the list on the right.
Yep.
Don't give one to Alex Fragi, but anybody else, or Meter. I mean, you can give it to Meter, actually. I'll send that to him. Choose just at random, or if you want to do a trivia, or if you want to do anything, go ahead and choose 2 winners. However you want to do it. If you want to announce something, a number, or anything.
Let's see here.
And yes, Vegas Venom, that is the Diezon Docs picture that came out really lousy.
Okay, let's see here. Let's get the chat flowing. Let's get everybody ripping.
Yeah, let's get everybody.
I can pop out I got the participants right here.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
All right. Let's see. I'm just gonna pick somebody randomly.
Okay.
Let's go with Derek Weagle.
Okay. Okay, Derek Weagle is getting
and then let's go with. Let's see here. Let's go with Stephen Robbins.
And Steven Robbins. Stephen
Steven Robbins. You guys won the Houston Heat barrel socks by Ryan Greenspan.
That's right. I knew these were gonna come in handy, and thank you. So wait, you guys got a bunch of Dynasty ones as jokes too, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally. Thanks, Marky.
Yeah.
I've always thought that would be a good way to like troll your team. Like as you're getting ready for the match, you have another team's barrel condom on your gun,
just like toss that to him,
just sitting there.
Yeah.
You like take it off in front.
Yeah, like in the finals or something.
like
Finals of
just,
World Cup. If you were like using a Dynasty barrel condom, they go, guys, I got something to tell you. After
Yeah,
I'll tell you after the day.
Just like
After the day's over.
you start like go. We should probably all try to do this. You go talk to like one of your teammates, but you have a Houston Heat one on, and see if they notice.
That would be funny.
That would be funny.
Because I really think if I walked on the field with something like that, I would definitely get scolded.
No, you do it before, when you're sitting around and after
Ronnie
the game.
should do it because Ronnie's got the Diezon docs and we'll do the
Oh, yeah.
camera out there.
Yeah.
That is the skit you need.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
like
there's the prank. That's the video. There's the story.
There's
Yeah,
the story,
yeah.
the prank, the
I
video.
walked on the field. It's going to be all dramatic, too, the title. I walked on the field with another team's barrel sock.
Yeah.
And then in quotes, it's going to say dramatic.
Yeah.
And then a picture of your face like this.
And you have
Like that.
people that are just oblivious. Yeah.
It's just going to be one person saying, what the fuck do you have this for?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys swear on your show, sorry.
No, it's
No,
all
we
right,
do,
dude. Yeah,
yeah.
of course. Why not?
Yeah.
Rip it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rip it.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That was a
Hell
good
yeah.
follow-up.
Thanks.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming on. Appreciate
Cool.
it.
Awesome. I appreciate you guys. Everybody in the chat, make sure you guys are subscribed and
You
guys
still
wanna
have your-
donate to their stream. You know where it is. The button's right there.
You still have your store up too, yeah?
Yeah, I do actually. I have some stuff I'm working on and potentially something with HK. So
There we
we'll see
go.
where that goes. A little sneak peek. We'll see.
There you go.
All right, cool. Well,
These on docs for you.
yeah, get on the Diezon docs. I'm sure that we've noticed that most of the people that support pretty much everybody. So thank you guys there.
Oh yeah,
and
there's plenty to eat for everybody. So let's
Yeah.
all grow.
let's all go. All right, thanks, Ronnie. I appreciate it.
All right. peace
Later,
out.
dude.
Take care, dude.
Peace.
Awesome. Well, big shout out to Ronnie Diezon right there. Actually, I'm going to leave this up because we're going to call Alex Fragi here soon. Big shout out
Alex
to Ronnie Diezon.
is ripping in the comments
Yeah,
too,
he
so
is-
he's
he is
gonna.
definitely ripping.
He better come with some fire.
And shout out to Joshua Beard. Let's give a quick warm air horn welcome to any of the new members that just joined. And I'm going to throw your name up onto the wheel of names here in a second. But yeah, that was cool. It was good to get his perspective on a lot of the stuff and get an idea of what it does take. Because a lot of people, you see the product, the end result, very similar to kind of content creation or just creating products, right? The headbands. Like, why couldn't you just make a headband? What takes you so damn long?
Yeah,
you know, there is a lot that goes on in the back end of curating these types of things. So bear with any artist as they bring into fruition something along those lines. Also, actually, I didn't even mention to him, William Painter does also sponsor Houston Heat, and I did just get the list from William Painter. I do have the 5 winners of who's going to get the sunglasses, and one girl, or guy, I believe one of these is a girl, just judging by the email name list that I got, is going to be winning a jersey. I said headband again, and sunglasses. So
This is perfect because there's a good question from Martin here for you and Alex.
all right, so we're gonna get the old Eggman on the phone right here. And I know we had a question earlier about a scene from where. What's going on? Oh, I was really confused.
From Sunday Drivers.
Yeah, from Sunday
That's
Drivers.
the question.
Hey,
Oh, I don't know, but Alex will know.
I think my mom just walked in here.
Oh yeah,
So you got to go.
Hey, Mom.
yeah. You should say hi because she's got to run
remember
down here
Ryan?
after this.
He's a real asshole, isn't he? Right?
Hey Annie.
Well, the family's all here. You're live on the internet. There's 99 people watching you right now. The baby, she's like grown up now.
She is.
Yeah.
The baby's not on. The baby's at the park with all the dogs and the mother.
That's good.
Yeah. We get them out of the house for the show because they're kind of a nuisance. You know what I mean? Only when we're doing the show, though. Only when we're doing the show. The rest of the time.
What is the show?
So every week, Kyle and I and your son
Yes.
do a live show on YouTube to hundreds, or just about 100 right now, people. And we answer their questions. We tell stories. There's a great story that Alex is going to share about being thrown in a bathtub or something like that on Sunday Drivers. And, we do all sorts of great stuff on here.
Do you talk about how your parents can get you out of going to school so you could go to tournaments?
I thought you were going to say get out of jail again. Or you were going to tell the story of how you keep bailing Alex Frazier out of jail.
No, I mean, yeah, she did call me in sick and say that I was sick when I was at paintball tournaments. So thanks, Mom. That was.
I still have guilt of.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm signing off now. I'm going back to my hovel.
All right.
You're signing off? Good to see you, Annie. See you a little later.
Yeah, that was a nice surprise. Anyway, that was a great little interview with Ronnie. I actually still have one of his players' cards that I use as a got it down back there. Sorry, we just moved the shop and Crandall's renting the back there.
We got some stuff real quick.
I thought you had a scarf on for a second. A big blue scarf.
It's actually this is a really cool company. It's called Melanzana. They're out of Colorado. They actually remind me of a lot of like kind of how our small companies are, but they make stuff for skiing.
You're blocking your mic.
Yeah. Hey, can you take the socks out of your mouth?
Check it out. It's a cool company. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I like the font of their branding.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I just was reading about him. This dude who he's a paintball player. He lives out in Colorado. Sent me that, and I did a little research on the company. It's cool stuff.
Nice.
Oh, so that's a paintball shirt?
No, Ryan.
No, it's like
You could play paintball in it though.
It's like a
It's
like a Patagonia.
Oh, it's Patagonia.
It's like a Patagonia brand.
But the owner plays paintball?
Yeah, Ryan.
I missed the conversation. Can you tell the story again? I really like that neck. It reminds me of something. It reminds me of something.
What, a natural phallus?
That's exactly it.
What's wrong with nature, Ryan?
I was saying it reminds me of a turtle coming out of a shell.
Just because you want to mutilate your genitals, it's you don't have to make fun of everybody else.
That's not what I was talking about, you sicko. So, yeah.
Yes, PQE.
I love it. I love it.
PQUE, my boy. Anyway, you guys are great. You're looking great. Congrats, Kyle, on the Tigerwear dealio. I believe I have one headed my way. So
Yeah, it should be there
I'll add
today.
that to my collection. Actually, I wore. I was just playing on Aftershock with Meter, and he gave me. We traded headbands. He gave me an Astra one, and I gave him a Hormesis one. And
Nice.
I wore the Astra one, and I played like the best game of the tournament. So
No way. That's awesome.
yeah, so it's like pick one of those up if you have the chance.
I just got to go see Meter in Dallas and see the compound and see all the work that he had going on too with Astros. Cool.
Dude,
I didn't
Meter's
get
a
we didn't trade headbands, but we did trade jerseys. So I got one of those.
He is a great teammate. I will say, I had a lot of fun playing with him and the shot guys, and he's money when he earned the respect of all those guys.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I mean, I know they still can't stand Ryan, so
Yeah, they hate me.
they don't hate you, dude. Come on.
And Meter's been crushing. We both played against each other in this tournament and had a pretty nice battle. But I feel his game has been insane lately over the last year or 2 years.
Yeah, he's really been playing good
He's
paintball.
faster, more explosive, like any position.
And when you play on a team with somebody, even if it's just for a practice or you're at a clinic with them or you guest on a team with them, you can kind of get a read on their knowledge of the game. And Meter definitely has a super high paintball IQ, very cerebral, able to think on his feet and also analyze a game and what went wrong, what could have gone better, all those type of things in an honest way, which is important. So yeah, shout out to Meter. Definitely one of the cornerstones of X Factor at the moment.
I
Yeah,
wanted to show a little clip.
he has a lot of physical traits that you would akin to an F1 driver. Also,
Right,
Yeah.
just super good looking.
Good
Yeah,
hair,
yeah.
good
Like
looking.
long hair.
Good
she's
hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember right before.
but that's not how you would explain it, though. It's not good looking. What was the word that you used? I forgot what you were saying. It was you were explaining what F1 drivers look like, and you said F1 drivers.
How is that possible? How are all the good race car drivers really good looking?
Hot, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Super hot. How are they all super hot? Okay.
We were in the car, and he goes,
Well, how does
"Why
that
are all
make
these
sense?
drivers so hot?"
I mean, you'd think a race car driver would be look like me.
Not like you.
Well, a gamer, like, you know, a dork. Anyway,
Yeah.
I do have a little present for you guys to give out. I have a headband here. We're about to drop these this week. They're brand new, a new pattern. They're denim, so they're like super resilient, and I really am happy with how they came out. And I'll show you right here. It's the Dragonfly series, so they have these batik wax dragonflies on them, which are killer. And then it has the infinity symbol on the tail embroidered. So you can drop that out to one of your viewers or members, and I will shoot it out to them.
Dang.
Wow,
That's
Al.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, here's this this video I thought was really cool. It was actually it's cool because you can tell he's like coming from the heart. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, that was a great video.
Seriously, bro. Feel this. You like being disappointed? You like being second place? Fuck that. We would sacrifice $2 to do this. We do. Heed us. We all fucking do.
Yeah,
We already dropped some. Earlier. We're gonna be getting better sooner in the tournament. We can't be coming from behind, man. We gotta be smarter. We gotta be more diligent to the fucking cause. All of this shit is distractions. Look at the eyes right now, man. Fuck the ground. Look at each other.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a great video. I did see that.
After they lost to you guys.
Yeah.
But some powerful words there.
Yeah, great work, Meter. It's you know, and
Yeah, definitely moving. You know, like, I mean, that's what my wife gives me that speech every morning when I wake up.
Don't look at the ground.
Don't look at the ground. Look at me.
Get in there and make the bottle.
Well, yeah, but it you know, one of the things it does, it takes like a certain type of leader to be able to motivate and to be able to create that type of energy and emotion. So yeah, props to Meter on that video as well.
Yeah, that's another thing. It takes a certain type to be able to lead the team in that emotional type of way, and you could tell, you know, he was passionate and believed it, and that's key, man. Other guys can lean on you if you have that type of attitude.
Yeah, I mean, I always would say too, it has to be someone who like you value, and I always, when I'm coaching teams, I use a good example is Yosh. You know, like when he doesn't speak a lot, but when he does, and if he has something important to say, like everyone takes it, everyone tries to understand it, and
he's actually right over there talking right now, and it doesn't sound very good.
But yeah, no, I mean, I think that's a cool aspect too of teams. Like, you know, when you start to find that person on your team that
Yes.
super valuable.
Do you have anything important to say?
Kyle's talking shit.
No,
not much.
I was complimenting you.
It's when you say something is usually important.
Thanks, Kyle.
No, and paintball, like on the team format, you know, in like the group meeting at the after a match or something like that. It's usually fucking Ryan or Alex squawking, and then you start talking, and everyone shuts up.
Things have changed now. Ryan and Alex are, it's all positivity and, boosting each other, and I don't know.
Alex has finally come to grips that Oliver's not going to come back and have his back anytime soon, so he has to side with me now.
Hey man,
You never know.
You never say never.
Let's see him.
I could see him coming back.
Yeah, we're gonna take you out, Ryan.
Great.
I think on the first events I played with you guys, somebody threw a chair. Oliver threw a chair, and I was like, "Oh man, what's going on here?"
Yeah, he can either make your team or he'll rip it apart.
Yeah, like that pit in Huntington Beach that we were in.
No, I love you guys, and shout out to all the paintball moms and wives that support us, and that's just see my mom in here and Margaret being supportive of me going on the trips and everything. It's if you're a paintball mom or wife and you're out there watching, thank you.
Does Margaret watch the show?
I think she does sometimes. Yeah. If you're not looking too tired, she'll stay tuned.
Well, that's why you come on, and then I just stay back here.
No, you guys are great.
Yeah.
Cool. How's the move coming?
It's coming well. I mean, check this out. We got a suite, this room for assembly. It's like super clean. Got these badass tables that like this guy hooked us up with. They go up and down automatically.
All right.
Yeah, there's so you can stand and work on guns and stuff. Here's like We just had, this is like our gun graveyard. Some cool old autocockers. There's my whip right there.
Gun
Still got
graveyard
my,
is like people send their guns into VTech.
Yeah.
You have to have one of these on your gun if you want to play at Decay of Nations. Like, this is dangling off of you while you're playing to prove that you've chronoed. There's Cranman's autococker.
You're just gonna leave that there, huh?
I saw someone at WC had a tank dangle on the trigger guard, and it was the dangling nuts that you see on the back of pickup trucks.
Well, shout out to Randall and Tank Dangle. They're a cool company, and someone who created something unique and interesting and fun. So if you don't have a tank dangle, go pick one up.
Are there any cool stuff that we're building that's new? What do you got?
We got a bunch of Mike Arena guns on the table over there.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, they're getting ready for assembly here.
Has that already been shown? Design?
Yeah. What about stuff that
Very
hasn't
cool.
been?
It's a gun that he designed with his life philosophy in mind. He's a gritty guy. He works on he works on these giant gas valves and is just dirty all the time and rusted and patinaed, and that's the way his gun looks. So definitely inspired by the man. Mm-hmm. This one's pretty cool. It's badass, actually. It's got these super intense masking on it. And
whose is that?
That's just a one-off special one. It might be for somebody, but I'm not sure.
That might be one of the coolest ones I've seen yet.
It's really cool.
That's pretty rad.
Michael B just got a Dalton Sig series.
Those are sick. Yeah,
this
I
week.
just took some pictures of those. Some other cool stuff.
Oh, wow, that one's nice.
Wow.
Yeah, just one of a kind stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we're working on some fun projects, and
is that blue and silver splash for anyone in particular?
Oliver?
Any Dynasty player?
Yeah, your mom ordered it for you.
There we go.
Yeah, she paid $4,000, so we said it was cool.
Well, you can give it to her later.
Hopefully your Hanukkah present isn't spoiled.
Nice. Well played. Well played, my friend.
Where's the movie room? In the game room?
The movie room's going to be down here. In this room. It's dark because there's no lights in here yet, but I painted it yesterday. It's going to be in there.
Wow.
Yeah. That's going to be the guest bedroom. So we're going to Airbnb that, make a couple extra bucks on the side.
You are? Is that a joke?
We'll give out a
I don't know what they're
a Field 1 tour and sleepover prize on the Spic Span Show.
Yeah. That was actually my idea, my pitch. I think is such a great idea. Volvo does something similar. This is my pitch meeting when we have our weekly meetings.
Yeah.
Was you can the build your own force experience. Right? So you come out, you stay in the attic, or you stay at Alex's house or his mom's house, and you get to come into the office every day and help build your own force.
I like that.
Yeah, that'd be a cool.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do
David
it.
Rome in the house. What up, David?
Dude, David Rome, in the nick of time, he said if you hear the doorbell, someone knock on the door, make sure you go answer it, because he actually just made and sent a cool little Dynasty pin, packaged and heat sealed, and this cool little Dynasty bracelet he wants to give away to a lucky member. So we're gonna give one of these things away today. This is actually a killer band. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, we're actually, David helped us produce some of that stuff. We're gonna have it out at World Cup, so swing by the Field 1 booth and pick yourself up a swag bag. We're gonna have a kind of a cool little promotional deal going there.
Yeah. So David Rome, killer. It was actually funny, because remember when the doorbell rang and then someone knocked on the door?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, and then I get a text message from him. He goes, hey, did you check the mail yet? So thank you, David. There's also an Iron Kids bracelet in this one. That's pretty rad. I'm stoked on these things with the little Hormesis stuff on the inside. So it's reversible.
Whoa.
Yeah, these are cool, huh?
That's awesome.
We need to get some Spic and Span bands, huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
These ones are rad. Shout out to Island Designs, little rubber band bracelets.
Oh, speaking of,
let's see it.
We need to get some for the show. I'm just gonna say it because it's gonna also help me just put myself to a deadline. But we should. I'm gonna make us a merch store.
Merch store.
Now that I have some free time after this crazy 10 days, I'm gonna start working on that this week, so should have a Spic Span website up here.
Yep. The end of the month, hopefully by the end of the month.
Before, no, I think it should be.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Merch store dropping soon. And Alex, we're locked and loaded. February 2nd, 40th birthday party. I saw someone make a comment in here about the 40-year-old club.
I can't wait.
Can't wait to be 40. That old
No, I
bag of
can't wait
bones.
for your birthday party.
Dude, you're not even 39 yet.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm 28 and holding.
28 and holding. So,
I like it.
how should we choose the winner for this Dragonfly band? What do you guys think? That are watching. What should we do here? Should we spin the wheel? I'm always a big fan of the wheel. Should we print out every single person's name onto a list and then have Sloan circle one? We can make that happen. Could be a mess.
People are saying wheel.
Wheel. All right, DJ, spin that. So, Alex, I'm going to spin it while you're on here right now. Everybody who is a member, this is going to all members. We're just going to spin it right here so you get to watch. And you can commentate. How's that sound?
Moon it.
Al? How's that sound, Al?
Oh, the volume's...
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Spic Span Show. Brought to you by Limburger Cheese and the Peanut Brittle Challenge.
Okay, here we
Next
go.
up, we have a wheel spin. Here we go. The winner of this gets a bona fide knuckle sandwich from Mouse. And it's gonna be... I can't see.
R. Sewell 75.
R. Sewell 75 headband coming your way.
Good job.
See if you are in my system already. Hold up.
Let's
10% battery.
10% battery. Let's see here. Mr. Sewell.
I think I might have him. Hold on a minute.
It looks like that is R. Sewell, Mr. Ricky Sewell. His address is I'm not going to say that.
Wait a minute. No, I don't have him.
I've got him in the system on my end. Lucky Mr. Sewell, because he gave me the address just in case he wins. Mega member Sewell. There we go. Alex will be sending you a winning band right now. So don't.
I've got him here. Yeah.
Yep. Real boy Ricky.
I'm gonna print out your label right now.
Boom. Watch this, guys. This is how fast this happens. Only when you win a Hormesis band. If you win anything from the actual show, it takes at least a week, possibly 2, for me to ship it out and package it up. Some of you guys, because we don't have boxes or any kind of like shipping department in here, so sometimes I'll spend like 20 minutes creating crafting a box out of something else, and when I could have just.
But I just saw firsthand how to make it easy. I talked to Ryan earlier in the week. We need to get one of those
Watch this.
Dymo printers.
Here it is. That's the printer. There it is. Well, we need boxes also, and random sized boxes, and bags. We need
The bags, the poly mailers are
the poly mailers are good. We need some of those. So that is actually going to be.
Check out my new mouse pad.
I can't see it. It just looks like a white. What is it?
You gotta go from the side. We can't see it.
Is it just a piece of? Oh, it's a piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just a piece of cardboard. Good job, Alex. Very creative.
Thanks.
Do you want to see the dog you're gonna be sleeping with when you come out for World Cup practice?
I love that dog.
There she is.
Kerfluffle, right? Kerfluffin?
Look at these paws, just covered in mud.
What's the dog's name?
Her name's Hannah. We
Hannah.
didn't change it, and Hannah's filthy because she just went around at the park and looks like she drank out of one of the mud puddles. And she likes to eat. She goes out in the backyard every morning and grabs a weed or something that's been pulled that has a bunch of dirt on the bottom of it, and then chews it up on the floor in our room. Ugh.
And it's like
Kevin,
you're back at home on the farm.
And yes, Kevin Pitts, I know that USPS boxes can be ordered, but that is only if you're shipping priority mail. We're a budget operation here. First class mail.
All right, boys, well, I got to hand it to you. If you haven't yet, hit that like button. We love you guys. I'm signing off. I've got important things to do. I can't mess around with you guys all day.
All right. Keep polishing up my Signature Series guns. Callus up those fingers. Put those O-rings on.
No fingerprints.
No fingerprints.
White gloves. White gloves.
All right, bud.
Get that neck tailored.
Get that neck sewn back on.
Only if they give me some anesthetic first.
Yeah, chop it off.
Yeah, see you guys.
Later. All right, guys. Thank you, Alex Fragi, for joining us, and for obviously adding a good amount of humor to the show. That's sicko.
As always.
That's sicko. So we've got some good giveaways. Actually, we got a massive giveaway situation here that's coming up. And I did bring those pants up, so if you want to grab those pants right now, we can give those. Let me do this. Before we jump into it, I have a little OPKIX barrel cam situation here that I want to show you guys. It is Paintball Explosion this weekend, or this past weekend. This one, so when I'm playing the big game and when I advocate for all of you guys to go out there and play some paintball, I think that big games or walk-ons are great. The big thing is, though, you got to be really nice to the walk-on players. So if you have the advantage to shoot them a lot, you don't shoot them a lot. And sometimes that goes, it's just a great thing you do. You just try not to make anybody's experience a bad one when they're playing walk-ons. Now, with that being said, sometimes it bites you in the butt. A case in point, this video that I'm about to show you, I noticed that some guys had breached past us and were shooting our guys in the side. So I go, well, let me use a little bit of my skills in the woods to crawl behind them. So I crawl behind them, and I shoot each one of them once. And then they all proceed to spin and shoot me about 50 times each.
Oh, man.
So, roll tape.
Jesus fucking Christ. Heads up. Hey, I already shot you in the pack. Yeah, I was being nice. No, I shot both of you guys. Don't fucking keep shooting me. Okay. You didn't fucking shoot me. Alright, well. Where did you shoot me? It's not right now. Where? Oh, well, you're hitting the top of your loader. Where? And let me see you in your pack. I was trying to be nice. That was him. Oh, okay. You're hitting the top of your loader. Ow, I'm dead. Yes, I promise. I was just not being an asshole and shooting all of you guys. No, I will next time, I guess.
So yeah, I guess I was trying to be nice, and not just. I had their backs, so I shoot the one guy, and then there's a little kid on the ground. I shoot him, and then the other guy. And I was like, look, he's hitting your pack, because when I shot him, he just spun around and fell over and just started rattling into the bushes at me. And then when I was having a friendly discussion with the two guys, their buddy that was in front of him turns around and comes up and just slugs me right in the leg. I've got a welt on my thigh that's like this big, the size of a pancake. And I was like, all right. And then I was walking out with the guy, and this guy's like, well, man, like, we just didn't know. And he was kind of giving me some grief. And I'm like, look, it's all good, dude. And he's like, fumbling around, and he goes, I don't know where my barrel condom is. And I was like, here, you can take mine. And he's like, oh, really? Thanks, man. And I go, and it's all good, actually. I'm not going yet. I'm going to go respawn, and I'm going to go backdoor your buddy again and just shoot the shit out of him. I go, luckily for me, you're walking off, so you're not going to be able to warn them, and I know exactly where they are still. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, so nice people, like Meter said, he was nice and got dead man walked. No mercy, man. Man,
gotta get
man, woman, or child.
Let's get Meter on the show next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
If you're available, Meter.
Yeah. Check your schedule. Block it off.
Go buy a nice suit.
Get dressed up.
Haircut.
No, don't cut that hair.
Yeah.
Don't listen to him. Don't cut that hair, man. Whatever you do, don't cut that hair. So let's do this really quickly. Right before we get into the main wheel spin, let's get these likes. We need 10 more likes to get up to 100. And then we've got, I'm going to give away one of these Dynasty pin packs. We're going to give away these GI pants. I've got a signed Dynasty poster. We gave away 2 heat barrel condoms. And I have now just got the list for the William Painter giveaway members. And I'm going to go ahead and get you guys all that info right now. So we are at 93 likes. 7 more. And Meter said he's available, so we're going to get him next week. I did not Dead Man's Walk any walk-ons. No, I did not. So we are going to go over here to the wheel right now. Dun, 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 dun. What's a Dead Man's Walk?
Where you pretend that you're shot, but you're not actually hit, and then so you walk by all the people.
And then you shoot them
and then
all.
You shoot them when they're...
Yeah, it's a pretty sleazy thing to do. Yeah, you heard it there. Camille even said she does not condone Dead Man's Walks.
You're not really allowed to do it, but in the woods...
I don't condone cheating either, everybody.
That was implied with you don't condone Dead Man's Walks. But
NXL
thanks.
Playing.
Yeah, or cheating in the NXL, or any of that.
Yeah.
Or what about changing your name on an ID card so you can play in a lower division?
That's just shady.
That's shady.
Yeah.
That's very low.
That's very low. Like if I shaved my head, gained like 15 pounds, and put some grew facial hair in, and then
play the beginner division.
Yeah, and then use my middle name, play the beginner division.
Low, shady, low life.
Well, there's people.
I really
that do
like that meme that someone made with all our faces.
Yeah, all of our faces on the ID card.
On that roster, that was good.
All right, over to the wheel. Here we go. Okay, this one is for... Oh, Kyle almost went down right there. This one is going to be for a David Rome little gift bag with a pin, a Dynasty pin, Mr. Sergei Kroos. I don't think that I said that right. And now we're going to go for a signed Dynasty poster. Actually, we got 2 of these little Dynasty bags we're going to give away. Hong Ho. And now is the GI pants. This is a biggie. This is a big winner ticket. And then next week, if I don't get the if I don't get a winner for Hanny Productions for that jacket, we're gonna really do something to give that thing away. Okay, so that is 2. Oh wait, we got one more. So I'm gonna give away one more of these pin and band packs, courtesy of David Rome. Here it is, pin and band. And we've got another one of these for next week as well. And I believe we might even have some t-shirts and some other cool stuff coming up soon. Chris Zuno. Shout out to Zuno. Man from NY. And then, okay. So now that... Put this thing right back in the middle. See how I made the little logo so you can kind of see this thing.
Nice.
You can't really see it.
Yeah.
It hides it a little bit.
Like that.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that is pretty much the show for today. I'm going to announce the 5 winners. One of you. So everybody who entered the William Painter giveaway, you would have gotten an email. It automatically went out before that they picked the winners and sent them to me. So if I announce your name right now, you're also going to get another email stating that you won. So if you got an email saying you didn't win, there's still a chance that I read your name off right now. You're going to get your a pair of sunglasses courtesy of William Painter, and one of you will be winning my jersey along with a pair of sunglasses. So
Darcy also said what happened to those other Dynasty or Mises headbands.
So I still have 3 of those left. We still have 3 of those to give away. We're going to give one of those away for a Mega member this month. We might donate one to the pile of donations we're going to get for the charity that we're going to run starting in November. And we're going to give another one away somehow. So don't you worry about it. Thank you, Darcy. We have given away 2 of them. So we have, I believe, 3 more. And we are going to be we are going to be sending those out.
Yeah.
Also, for those of you guys, even if you did not win the William Painter giveaway, there is a link down below for 20%. It's either 20% or $20 off. Hopefully it's 20%. I think it's Greenspan 20. If you go to their website, the 20 gets you 20% or $20 off, something like that. And you can get a pair of sunglasses anyway. So without further ado, the winners from the contest, the 5 winners are Bart Crahan, Zach06 Lego Maniac. Now I am reading off of your email addresses. There was no capture for the full name, so you will be getting an email confirmation. Then there is Tim Sloffer. I'm not going to read the last part of it, so no one sends you emails. Summer Babe 671 and Facette 101. So Summer Babe, we are entering winter. You might want to change seasonally. Maybe like come up with like a
that
Summer
might
Babe,
just
Winter
be
Babe.
the summer email.
Yeah, okay. Or maybe it's Summer is her first name. Or his first name.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, so the 5 of you guys and gals are going to be the 5 winners of the William Painter contest. So stay tuned. You're going to be getting an email from them. And then shortly thereafter, you're going to be getting a pair of sunglasses and possibly a jersey. All right. It's always summer there.
And then again, too, for any of those, I think I'm talking to Austin already that had a little issue with his Tigerwear headband. If you have an issue, there was one other person, I think Michelle, but I couldn't find your order. Shoot me a message on Instagram. I'm about to go to class, but I will take care of that throughout the rest of today, and I'll look into it. So hit me up. The fastest way would be the Instagram message.
And then, as always, if you guys just signed up, or if you've already signed up, or if you just won something, make sure I have your address so I can ship it to you. Mr. R. Sewell, you already have a band in the mail ready to go. Derek and Steven, I have your guys' addresses, but I do think I need everybody else's shipping addresses. All right, guys. So thank you so very much for all of your support. And mega support status members, all of your posters. Island Designs is printing them right now. He has all of the designs. And I talked to him today, so those are being printed. I should have them at the end of the week or beginning of next week, along with your Field 1 gift bag. So mega support status members, you will be getting a nice little care package in about a week, or however long it takes us to package all those things up. Kyle's a pro at packaging now, so
yeah.
So we're gonna hammer those out.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so very much for all of the support.
See you next week.
See you next week, same time.
Cannot breathe. Cannot see. Cannot breathe. Cannot breathe. Cannot see. Cannot breathe. Horizon's too high, it's dark on my side. I made my own clouds, flew by my pride. The ship falls away, the night turned to day. Remember why? Fire consumed.